Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about position because believe it or not, a lot of people, they get tricked out of their position on a daily. And I'm going to say this again. A lot of people in life, they get tricked out of their position daily. Let me tell you guys something. No matter where I go, I make sure we're not looking for a handout. And I'm gonna say this again, no matter where I go in life, no matter where I travel to, I make sure we don't look for handouts. We pay for the premium package, everything is premium, everything is TT, everything is top tier. I don't do this to flex, I don't do this to stunt, I just do this because at the end of the day, I feel like when you pay for something premium, it comes with top tier rights. And I'm gonna say this again, a lot of people don't talk, a lot of people just wanna say, I pay this, I pay that, but what does it really mean? And I'm gonna say this again, what does it really mean if your gym membership costs $100? What does it really mean if your gym membership costs $200? What does it really mean if your gym membership costs $3,000? Listen, shout out to some gyms in New York City, a lot of people don't know, but you got some gyms that cost $10,000 a month. They cook your food while you work it out. So when it's all said and done, what does it really mean? And I feel like I might have to pay $200 a month for a gym. Because listen, the gym right now pays $74 a month. But the dude, literally an employee, and shout out to another person. You can tell he's a boss. He was like, I wouldn't listen to him, he's an employee. But it's sad that the dude was 18 and he had to deliver a message. And I got the corporate phone number right here. Yes, we don't play. We don't play because there's no point. And a lot of people, they feel like it's the color of their skin. I'm here to tell you, corporate is real. And I'm going to tell you again, corporate is real. Corporate cares about green. People don't realize, but the bottom line is resources. It could come in crypto, it could come in stocks, it could come in Solana, it could come in Bitcoin. So the days of saying it's all about the dollar bill, those days are over. The days of Wu-Tang, Cream, get the money, dollar bills, y'all, those days are over. It's all about the resources. And with that being said, listen, I pay for top tier membership. Listen, I was in the cold punch room the other day. And a lot of people say, oh man, I should have thought about that. So what happens is in life, people don't care about things till you start doing it. And I'm gonna say this again, in life, listen, I inspire, listen, people that talk about me, I don't care. Because they've been on YouTube for years, and then it wasn't until I said, listen, I'm offering mentorship, people thought about starting a YouTube channel. So you think I'm gonna really care if somebody wasn't gonna start a YouTube channel until I came? No, I'm not gonna care. Because when it's all said and done, listen, even a garbage can gets a steak. Everybody gonna have their time to shine. So when I say even a garbage can gets a steak, that's a key for saying everybody gonna have their time to shine. And with that being said, you gotta know your worth. I don't care what nobody said. If you like NBA games, pay for the Skybox suites. Pay for front court, have season tickets. So if they ever try to play your face, listen, I got season tickets to the suites. I got season tickets front row. I got season tickets. When it's all said and done, they could never play your face. Listen, this world is so ignorant. They try to make everything seem like black and white. And when you make everything about black and white, nobody cares about other cultures that's running it up. Everything is about black and white. So if you fall on the white spectrum or if you fall on the black spectrum, it's like all the heat and intensity is on us. But when it's all said and done, what about these Indians that's running it up? Everybody shout out to India. Real talk. Shout out to the Punjabi. Shout out to everybody running it up. That's one thing I love about traveling. When you go to Vancouver, it's different than America. You come to America, you only see like white people flexing. No, you go to Vancouver, Canada, you're going to see the Punjabis flexing. And that's the beauty of traveling. And if you come back to America, nobody can play your face because you already know all around the world. Shout out to all the international students from China and Vancouver, Canada that run it up. And I'm going to say this again, shout out to all the international students from China that come over to Canada, America, and run it up. When it's all said and done, this world is bigger than black and white. But you got ignorant people no matter where you go. So when it's all said and done, you got melanated ignorant people. They talk about W supremacy. And then you got people on the other spectrum. They really feel that they can tell you how to control your behavior. Listen, I do YouTube. When it's all said and done, guess what? I found a new hot spot. No noise in here. You can't even hear the music. So when it's all said and done, guess what? At the end, when everybody going home, guess what? I got all this to myself. Listen, we out here straight running it up. We on a generational run. And I'm going to say this again. We are on a generational run. So if you're on a generational run, guess what we doing? Listen, we handling business. And a lot of people, they don't think about social media. They just think about tradition. They think about old school, making six figures, getting a divorce, buying a Maserati. That's what they think about. I don't care about that, bro. I don't want a divorce. I don't want to make six figures. I don't want a Maserati unless it's an MC20 cello. When it's all said and done, you got to understand today is a new day. A lot of people are not going to get it. A lot of people, they're going to cry for the way how things used to be. Listen, today is a new day. And I'm going to say this again. Today is a new day. And the fact that today's a new day, I would say don't let nobody play you. And I'm going to say this again. Don't let nobody play you. Don't let nobody trick you out of your position. Listen, if you got Wi-Fi, you got a chance. And I'm going to say this again. If you got a Gmail, if you got Wi-Fi, if you got a hotspot, you have a chance. When it's all said and done, don't let nobody try to make you feel like you don't belong. You got to think about that. How evil is that? For another human to try to make it seem like you don't belong. And I'm going to say this again. How evil is it? We got to really stop and think. How evil is it for another human to try to make it seem like you don't belong and you actually live in the neighborhood? They try to make it seem like you don't belong and you actually support businesses, TJ Maxx, Ross, Louis Vuitton. Imagine another person, especially the people that gotta listen. Like the old phrase go, don't get mad at the messenger. We're gonna keep it YouTube friendly. But the real reason they say don't get mad at the messenger is because most people that are afraid, they will send employees to do their dirty work. And I'm gonna say this again. This is how it goes. So all you younger people out there, and somebody wants to say, oh, tell this person they so and so, and you fall for the trap. I'm calling corporate, bro. When it's all said and done, I got the number. I'm calling corporate. That's not the corporate number. But what I'm saying is, I got the number and I'm calling corporate. When it's all said and done, that's how you handle situations in the suburbs. A lot of people, they don't live in the suburbs. They want to live in the back roads of down south where they feel safe. They want to live downtown where they feel safe. A lot of people are afraid to come to the suburbs. When it's all said and done, if you come to the suburbs and you paying top tier membership, corporate going to be like, oh no, he's top tier with it. Corporate gonna be like, oh no, he's a top tier guest getting treated like that. Bro, they try to tell me I was annoying. I was being annoying. Bro, I don't talk about anything bad. When it's all said and done, listen, I think I got some of the best, and because I don't like to compare, but I think I got some of the best content on YouTube. So imagine having some of the best content on YouTube and somebody try to tell you that you're annoying. Make it make sense. When it's all said and done, they're annoying. And they mad that I don't pay them any attention. When it's all said and done, people just want your attention. They want to let you know they in the building. But I'm here to say, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. So if I'm in the building, I don't care if you in the building, you ain't gonna trash about it. You're gonna call an employee and report me for doing YouTube, and I'm not bothering people. I'm in a secured access area. Step your game up. Get the cold plunge package. Step your game up. Pay $70 a month. You don't even have access to the cold plunge room, and you mad. A lot of people mad, but guess what? I don't care if a person mad, because God said, don't make friends with an angry man. So at the end of the day, listen, we walk around, we don't look soft, we don't look timid. People make jokes online, but in real life, people will rather call an employee before they step to me. People will rather call to get my car towed. I got my car towed for $450. So people will get my car towed before they come and step to me. And I can live with that. Because when it's all said and done, I want to speak to the owners. I don't want to speak to no employees. No disrespect to employees, no disrespect to waitresses, no disrespect to servers, but they don't live in the neighborhood. And I'm going to say this again, they don't live in the neighborhood, so what can an employee tell me? An employee that somebody said I was annoying, I said, how would you feel if somebody came and said you were annoying? He said, I wouldn't like it. So I said, why would you tell me? When it's all said and done, people don't know how to take me because they probably think I'm just some African-American from some place in America that just walks around and pulls the victim card. Listen, I would never be a victim. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. But when it's all said and done, that's not going to be me. I can never live my life as a victim. Listen, when it's all said and done, don't be afraid of the one that could kill the body. Be afraid of the one that could kill the body and destroy the spirit. We fear no man but God. We don't care about no old money. If I go to the golfing range, I go to the golfing range by myself. What is somebody going to tell me? You don't belong here? Show me I don't belong. You got to show me. If you ain't showing me, you bluffing. Like they said back in Baltimore City, shorty, you bluffing. And if you bluffing, you bluffing. And when it's all said and done, listen, I don't play poker. So if I don't play poker, I don't care if you bluffing. If you bluffing, you bluffing. When it's all said and done, it's okay if you bluffing, but as long as I know you bluffing, that's when it's all said and done. We're gonna wake up early, hustle, and we're gonna eat Eggo waffles and muffins, but at the end of the day, if you bluffing, shorty, you bluffing. Shout out to Baltimore City, one of the realest cities ever. If anybody was capping, we ain't call it capping. We said, shorty, you bluffing. We'll call you a bluff to your face. You got to call a bluff to their face. Ain't nobody going to stop you when you got the highest membership in the suburbs. Ain't nobody going to stop you when you pay your rent in the suburbs. What they going to say to you? You annoying? How am I annoying? You don't even know what I talk about. You just see me in a cold plunge room that you can't afford because you probably got 4 kids with a woman with a bad attitude. So you probably mad that you can't even upgrade your package at a gym that doesn't even cost $100. Listen, I'm gonna have to keep on upping up my gym memberships. We might have to go to the highest gym membership because when it's all said and done, I guess we too lit for $74 a month. We too lit for Planet Fitness. We too lit for EOS. We too lit. So if we too lit, it is what it is. Listen, in the words of MC Hammer, you gotta be too legit to quit. I'm too legit to quit. Ain't nobody gonna stop me on this journey. They've been trying to cancel me for 5 years. Did it work? No. Is it gonna work? No. Will it ever work? No. I'm tired to tell you it will never work because when it's all said and done, it will never work because I know my worth. And I'm gonna say this again, it will never work because I know my worth. You got to know your worth. A lot of women come in here use this facility. Ain't nobody gonna bother any woman. Ain't nobody gonna bother women at this gym. You feel me? Nobody's gonna bother any woman at this gym, but they feel they're gonna bother me because they feel like, oh, he looked like he's soft. Well, if I'm soft, come and tell me to my face I'm annoying, but whoever did that, and I told the worker he's annoying, but he gonna get you to do his dirty work. Young man, 18, so I don't wanna bring no smoke to him. He 18, he doesn't deserve this. But it's probably some older guy that feel like, oh, he needs to know I exist. Listen, shout out to YouTube, shout out to Snapchat, shout out to social media. We don't care how long you've been getting money. We don't care if you was getting money from the time they cut your umbilical cord. We don't care about you. If you don't care about me, I don't care about you. That's how we roll, bro. That's how I rock. I'm not going to be like, oh, man, I'm trying to fit in. Fit in for what? I got this whole room to myself. Listen, let's go 15 minutes. I'm going to rock a 15-minute video in this cool room by myself. When it's all said and done, listen, you got to know your worth. A lot of people, they sell themselves short because they don't know their worth. It's so easy. And I'm gonna say this again, it's so easy to be tricked out of your position in life, especially when you don't know what you're worth. A lot of people don't know what they're worth, so they take disrespect. I don't take disrespect. No, like, it doesn't matter. I don't take disrespect anywhere. Everywhere I go, I stay to myself, I work. I'm not lazy, I don't beg for money. I don't beg for Cash Apps. I don't beg for PayPals. I don't beg for Venmos. I go to work. So if I go to work, how you gonna bother me? We not robbing, we not stealing, we not making drill music, we not making trap music. So if I go to work, how you gonna bother me? And I'm gonna tell you how people will try to bother. Notice I say try. They will try. Listen, everybody will try on your journey to slow you down. That's why you got to set the pace right now. I'm setting the pace. When it's all said and done, listen, I got access to 21 gyms. Am I finished with this gym? No. We probably gonna run this gym for a month, probably gonna go to another gym for another month, and another gym, we're gonna go to 21 gyms. Listen, we probably gonna run 21 gyms the whole year. When it's all said and done, listen, unless they hit me with a be on the lookout, we're gonna run up 21 gyms. Ain't nobody gonna stop anything. This is a beautiful gym, beautiful facilities, and at the end of the day, we're gonna run up. When it's all said and done, everything got to get recouped. The gym membership got to get recouped. I don't even work out at the gym. I drop content at the gym. That's genius. That's creative. I'd rather do push-ups at home. I'd rather work out at home. I'd rather do real calisthenics. I'd rather do real soldier workouts at home. But when I'm here at the gym, guess what? We use the gym for a background. You think I'm going to drop $74 for a gym? No. You think I'm going to drop $200 for a gym and not use the background? No. You think I'm going to buy a penthouse and not use the background? No. When it's all said and done, everything got to be recouped. And that's real. And I'm going to say this again. Everything got to be recouped. That you pay for, that's top tier. When it's all said and done, listen, I understand there was a way of life. I understand tradition was real at some point in time. But guess what? Social media, it's like that volcano. Boom. It exploded. It erupted. So when it's all said and done, I could go anywhere. I could go to the country club and I could stream from the country club. Today's a new day. When it's all said and done, until we literally get banned, I got banned from Costco's. So until we really get banned, everybody bluffing. Until we really get banned, and I'm gonna say this again, until we really get banned, everybody bluffing. And I don't got no time for poker. I don't play games. So when it's all said and done, you gotta know your worth. If you don't know your worth, people gonna try to play you. And I'm gonna say this again. If you don't know your worth, people gonna try to play you to your face and you gonna live a stressed out life. Listen, you wanna know the reason why my skin looks so clear? Because I check everything from the door. I don't play with nobody. I try to get the ball earlier. Shorty tried to tell me you gotta bring the bat. What you think, I'm gonna put the ball in my nutsack? Where you think I'm gonna put the ball? You think I'm gonna take the ball home in a lift? You think I'm gonna take the ball home in an Uber? Stop playing with me, you feel me? You play your face. Listen, like they say in Louisiana, like the Creoles say, slap yourself. If somebody trying to play you, they better go slap themselves. They can't play with you, bro. Ain't nobody can stop you, bro. Height doesn't matter. You could be 3'11", you could be 4'11", you could be 5'11", you could be 6'11", you could be 7'11". When it's all said and done, guess what? Ain't nobody can stop you, bro. You unstoppable, and that's what they don't want you to know. But with social media, guess what? The days of the doors and a round table meeting, in the words of Noriega, those days are over. Let it breathe.